and this episode of Chicken Yoga TV. This is our community yoga class, and I am here. It is Wednesday, July 10th, 10 o'clock Central Time. I have my new tripod. Everything is all set up. So you will find me right here every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. I just want to remind you that we are streaming live on Twitch and on YouTube. And the classes will stay up for about until the next class, and then they're actually going to be archived in the Chicken Yogi Club. If you're interested in joining the Chicken Yogi Club, you may do so at club.chickenyogi.com. It's a sliding scale to accommodate everybody, and membership starts at just $7. In addition to archives in the club, there's also some other goodies, some other yoga classes that you'll get on a monthly basis, as well as probably some other things I'll be adding to the club here in the near future. So it is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start in mountain pose. And again, we're just going to begin with kind of a short modified sun salutation. We're going to stand up straight. Make sure your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles are all in a straight line. Go ahead and tuck your hips in slightly. A lot of times we want to stand and kind of arch or hollow out our back. Let's go ahead and just tuck those hips, make sure everything is in a straight line. And I also like to, again, just rock on my feet a little bit to make sure I've got good solid footing underneath me and I'm aware of my balance and where I'm at on the yoga mat. Let's just take a deep breath in and exhale. We'll do that again. Let's go ahead and breathe in and exhale. Feel yourself grounded into the earth or into the floor. Wherever you are, just feel yourself rooted, grounded. It is just you and the mat here for about the next 20 minutes. Go ahead and inhale again, and this time just bring your arms up, palms pressed together. And exhale. Good. This time we're going to move into upward salute. So we're going to inhale and bring our palms together. And continue lifting them over your head until your arms are straight, fingers pointed towards the roof or the ceiling or the sky. We're just going to hold this, get a nice long stretch through our back. If you've been at the computer this morning, you may feel this like, oh, we're stretching now. So go ahead and stretch. Keep your head looking forward. If you want to, out of the corners of your eyes, you can look up your hands, but looking forward and keeping your head straight is just fine. Good. Let's go ahead and just press that down. We're going to do one more upward salute. Just hold it. If you happen to be sitting at a desk when you're watching me, you can do this in your chair too. This makes a great transition to chair yoga. And then we're going to go ahead and just press it down and follow it down with our hips and our body. And we're going to stop at 90 degrees or when our back is flat. And just rest your hands on your thighs for stability. This is half forward fold. Again, keep your head straight. Don't duck your chin into your chest. Pick a spot, in front of your feet, and that's where you're looking. Let's just go ahead and do another upward salute here. And this time we're going to bend forward for a full front fold. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to keep from locking them, that's great. That's okay. I like to let my arms hang for a little additional stretch through my back. If you can bring your fingers to the mat, that's great. We're going to walk ourselves forward and go down into downward dog.
Might want to widen your legs for some stability. We're pressing back through the shoulders, back through our legs. Good. Let's go ahead and bring this forward into a plank. If you need to put your knees down, you can. The important thing is to keep your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders as much in line as possible. Bringing your knees down can help take some of the stress off your shoulders. And then we're going to drop this down into the forelimb staff pose. Again, this can put a lot of stress on your shoulders. So instead of holding up with your hands, you can also go down on your forearms and hold it this way too. Good. Go ahead, come back up on our hands. We're going to push our hips forward down to the mat, arch our back into cobra pose. And then I like to take this back then into child's pose and stretch back. We've done a lot of arching of our back. Just kind of stretch that out. Good. Go ahead, come back to our feet. You can stretch up real quick. And then we'll take this forward to half fold. And then all the way down into our full frontal fold. Straighten that back up into upward salute. And then bring your palms down at chest level. And we'll just spend a moment here and just assess our body. This is a good time to see how you feel. You might notice your body feels a little different because we've been moving it, maybe in ways that you're not used to. And then we'll let our hands fall to our sides, down to mountain pose. Just a second, I got a wasp. I heard that. Yeah, there it is. Hang on. Okay. This guy is not going away. Just a second, guys. Okay. If you followed my blog, my Coop Dharma is talking about wasps, and something I might need to move where I set up in the future. Thanks, guys. Okay. Let's go ahead. Sorry if I seem a little vigilant. I've been stung quite a bit here recently. We're going to go ahead and just spread our legs a little bit. And let's just go into triangle pose. And triangle pose, it's good if you have yoga blocks. I don't have any with me this morning. You don't need a yoga block though, and that's what we're going to do here. The important thing is to imagine that you have a beach ball right here. We're going to bend up and over. We're not going to collapse down. So when we bend up and over here to the left, I want us just to have our hands on our hips just to get the sensation.
and bend up and over. And then you can take your hand. I'm going to start by resting my hand just below my knee. You don't ever want to put pressure on your joints. Keep your shoulders straight and just stretch that hand out that way. Just stretch your right arm out however it feels comfortable for you. We're just easing into triangle pose. When you're ready, we'll take it down and stretch the right hand up. Hold this for a little bit. And we're going to straighten up. And now we're going to go the other way. So again, we're going to bend up and over. We don't want to collapse down. Take that hand. Keep your shoulders up. Don't collapse your arm forward. Keep your shoulder back. Good. Let's go ahead and straighten up. And we'll go ahead, step out with our right leg. We're going to do a lunge. We're just going to do a sideways lunge here, not go very deep this morning. Keep your hips up. Don't collapse forward. And then we're going to switch sides. So we want to shift our weight over to the leg that's bent, do a quick check, make sure our knee is not coming over our toes. Good. Okay, great. We're going to turn that to the side. We're going to bring that down into a low lunge. You need to put that back knee down, you can. And then we'll turn, so put your knees down, walk it over. We'll go ahead and stretch this way. Good. I'm going to turn back towards the camera. We'll stretch out our leg this way now into gate pose. And then we're going to stretch the other way. You want to deepen the stretch, or you want to try to make it just a little more difficult, bring up your right arm. And again, we're not collapsing down, but we're going to bend over that left leg. Good. Okay. We'll go ahead and stand back up. We're going to kind of do the same thing, but only standing. So again, we're going to step forward, and this time we're going to bend down over that front leg. There we go. Put it on a uneven spot. Okay. We'll turn. So you want that back foot to be pointing forward or towards the camera, right foot to be pointing towards the end, and we're just going to bend down over the knee. Good. Straighten up. We'll just do a wide-legged forward fold. Straighten up. Come back into mountain pose. Let's just check in with ourselves for a moment. We're going to move into G pose. So we'll put our leg again. If you're going to begin, you can begin by going onto the toes of your right foot on the mat. Make sure that you get nice and centered with that left foot. And then you can lift up and touch your calf there between your knee and your ankle. You don't want to touch the joints. We don't want to put sideways pressure on our joints. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands up into prayer pose. And then when you're ready, we'll switch feet. So again, make sure you get a good solid grounding with your right foot. Bring your left foot up. Keep that solid grounding as you touch your toe, and then bring it up to touch your calf. No shame in putting that foot down for balance. Much better that than a fall. And I hear a wasp again. And we're almost at 20 minutes. So we'll just bring both feet down into mountain pose. Take some deep breaths, calm ourselves. It wasn't a lot, but we have moved our body today. I'd like to again encourage you to go to chickenyogi.com/community if you want to sign up for reminders of these classes. Next time, I think we'll take this down by the horses and the hay shelter. That way we won't have to deal with the wasps. So thank you so much for being here with me, for enjoying this time with me on my homestead. And don't forget to crow and flow.